and 19. Out of 16 hooks in this class last season, Glenn Freeze in red ink took 7, almost took half, nearly half of all the hooks last season. This tractor posted a win. Gary Whip and Deer Fever still on top at 358.49. Gary Whip, number 3 in points right now, out of Atkins, Iowa, red ink. .47 feet, 334.47 puts him in the number 3 spot at this point in the class with 4 more tractors to go. DeKalb crops stand stronger, bins fill faster, and margins grow wider with DeKalb.
I'm Kurt Van Beek, owner of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Series. We're a national pulling organization that pulls 37 events all throughout the Midwest.
If you've never been to an Outlaw event, it's really unique. Unlike any other motorsport, you get the opportunity to get up right and close in front of the drivers, get to, hop on their vehicles, talk to them, get that one-on-one personality with the driver, and I think that's what makes the sport so unique.
The way a competition works, you can either have a truck or tractor, and you pull a sled that has a transferable weight box. Every competitor has the same sled setting, so whoever can pull that sled setting the furthest ends up winning the competition.
Most of these tractors and pickups look like stock vehicles, but there isn't a stock part in them. I mean, they're all aftermarket parts. I mean, high performance.
It's come a long way since back in the day when 2 guys just thought they had the strongest tractor.
This weekend we're in Rock Valley, Iowa.
It's always been a pulling town. Thunder in the Valley, actually, we started 16 years ago. We were promoting local pullings and decided that we wanted to grow it.
What we do is a promoter will pick with us what classes they'd like to see, and we bring the show to them and put on a very, very good show.
A lot of the promoters raise money for local groups. Could be the fire department, could be the EMTs, it could be the youth programs. So a good reason to sponsor the Outlaws is you're helping these small communities.
For companies that are looking to sponsor into the Outlaws, it's by far one of the best investments to get your return on investment, just because the fans are so loyal and dedicated to the companies that support their hobbies.
The Outlaw family is what we call our Outlaw family, is the people we've pulled with all summer. 20 seconds on the night, you're a competitor, and the rest of the time we're all friends.
It's good family fun. You can bring the kids to it.
If you want to see high horsepower and fast paced and action, come out and watch, because we're going to put on a heck of a show.
The Paddock family. Dun-dun-dun-dun. 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 Welcome, everybody, to Outlawed with Ron Stone. We have Tyler and Megan Paddock with us, and they are John Deere competitors of mine, so I have to be nice to them so they don't beat on me too much next summer if I ever get my tractor running consistently again. So, well, welcome, everybody, to Outlawed with Ron Stone. We do this every Tuesday night, and we talk with pullers, we talk with promoters, we talk with sponsors, we talk with what's going on in the pulling community. And Ron had wanted to highlight our young guns, which are our younger pullers, second, third, fourth generation pullers. Do we have any fourth generation? I think I just make stuff up as I go.
That's fine. Just roll with it.
Just keep going.
Don't even
When
stop.
you're an announcer, just keep talking. But we want to highlight and put the faces to the names of some of our young guns. And this winter, we're going to do the legends of the Outlaws as well. So, yeah, happy. So welcome, everybody. Tyler, below me, Megan over there,
over
below
here.
Ron.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
over there. Yeah, there you go, Tyler. So I'm going to start looking for pictures of your guys' tractors. Ron's going to do the talking, and then this is what we do. So
Yeah.
welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Of course, we've had Tyler on here already, but
Yep.
he come on to keep us in line here with his little sister. So Megan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm great. Tyler, are you in your dorm room?
I'm in our room in my room in the house. So
Oh, gotcha.
I'm in Manhattan.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Now, Megan, how old are you?
17.
17. So you're a junior this year?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. So now we decided to bring you on because we noticed you're getting a little more seat time here as of late, Megan. So, tell us, is there something in the works here for 2022?
No, me and Dad are just going to switch back and forth like we did last year, but
Yeah,
no third tractor.
maybe a little more next year.
Hopefully.
Should
Yeah.
be.
Dad says that he pays the bills, so he gets to drive. So
Well, you know what? I'm sure he gets just as much enjoyment watching you guys drive the tractors as he does driving them.
He did at the beginning of the year, I'll say that Megan was supposed to get to drive quite a bit more, but we fought so many problems on both tractors that she ended up kind of getting the short end of the stick of us trying to kind of diagnose what was wrong.
Gotcha. So now, Megan, we have several young ladies that drive, and I always ask them the question, did you favor tractors or dolls when you were a little bit younger?
probably about the same, actually. Me and
Yeah,
Tyler
so
always played with tractors like in the sandbox, but
Yeah. See, we got to ask that question, because we have a lot of young ladies that drive, and I know it's the boys like to play with the tractors. I played with the tractors growing up, so, but it's always just curious, with the girls, if they played with the toy tractors or if they play with Barbie dolls or what have you. So how did you get into pulling? Obviously, Dad was a puller, but tell us the story.
well, I don't know, what year was it? Like 2014, Tyler?
When we started,
Yeah, when Dad
Like,
bought Kansas City.
when Dad, somewhere in there, yeah. Yeah, because I think 15 was the first year for the digging deep deer. Yeah, so 14. But
So we got a already done tractor that was kind of rough, and Dad started driving that, and then we went 2 or 3 tractor pulls, and he ended up really liking it. So he went to Doug Roberts and asked him if he would help him rebuild it, and
Yeah.
now we're here.
So I guess Megan, partially, I think what he wanted to know is like the first time you drove. Explain that.
Oh, well, it was very scary. I thought I was going to pee my pants, actually.
So
You
now I
remember
think
where?
I was there for your first
Yeah.
pull down in, was it El Dorado Springs, I think?
El Dorado
Mhm.
Springs, yep.
Was it like 3
Yep,
years
that
ago?
was,
Something like
yeah,
It was
3 years, yeah.
2019, wasn't it?
2019.
Yeah. Remember, Megan, because Dad wanted you to drive his, and then I finally convinced him to let you drive mine that we had just fixed, so that we didn't tear Dad's up in case something bad happened
Yes, and
because of
he
the
won
points.
points. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Right. Okay. So you were 15 that first time.
Yeah.
were you still? Yeah, you
No.
would have been, wouldn't?
Yeah, I would have been
Yeah.
15. That was in September, so.
Yeah.
I remember that. I vaguely remember that I announced that pull down there, and I remember announcing that.
Yeah.
I actually think,
Pretty
Ron,
sure
you
I went
announced.
out of bounds.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you did, but Ron, you announced Dad's first time, my first time, and Megan's first time.
No kidding.
Yep, pretty sure
Okay.
it'd been Megan. Where was that? The very first Garden City, Missouri.
I think so.
I think you were announcing for Missouri State then too.
Mhm.
When for your dad?
Yeah, for Dad. 'Cause that
Okay.
would have been 2014.
Okay. Yeah, I was doing all the MSTPA shows at that time, and then your first hook was where, Tyler?
Mine was Lewisburg,
Okay.
Kansas, and that would have been in like 16. That'd have been 2016. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah, that was. I remember that. I remember that year. That was a rough year for me there in 2016. So
really,
I had just got out of the hospital for that pull, so I wasn't
really.
100%. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Brad called. I wish I grew up in a pulling family. It would have been awesome pulling at 15. No kidding. No kidding.
Kind of a weird feeling, isn't it, Megan?
Mhm.
So, Megan, do you drive tractors on the farm as well?
Yeah.
You
Most
do?
of the time, I get to feed hay in
Yeah.
the winter all the time, so
How many red tractors do you have on the farm? Just curious.
0. We used to have one, but
Yeah,
that
we
didn't
had
work
one.
out.
Yeah, it did not work out at all, did it, Megan?
Yeah, you had one that was
No.
running too good. You had to get rid of it, huh?
That's the problem. Is it quit running?
I'm just kidding. So you and Dad are going to split up equal time next year. Then that's the plan. Is that what you're saying, Megan?
Hope so.
Okay, so you guys are still gonna run the points and go after that points title as well.
We hope to.
Okay. Well, that'd be awesome. I mean, there's a lot of that 4-1 class, especially. There's a lot of young guns in there.
And they're all girls.
There are a lot of girls.
I get Megan, she's got her little posse, and they make it rough on me.
I bet.
Good grief.
Yeah, it came down to the last hook there in Spencer, and Daly got ahead of you there at that last hook to take second.
But I mean, Megan, I'll tell you one thing is I know this is Megan's deal, but props to Megan and my dad and my uncle Doug Roberts. They got me to Spencer more than anything. I mean, we left the day before Spencer. Me and Dad left the house at 3:30 in the morning to go get a transmission that Doug Roberts worked all night building, and we put it in that afternoon. Left the house by 4 o'clock, wasn't it, Megan? 4 o'clock in the afternoon. drove all the way to Spencer, got there at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then woke up the next morning and actually put the rear end oil in my tractor because we didn't have time to do it before we left the house. So we had to work for that one.
Yeah, there's these backstories like this. A lot of people don't get to hear these, but this happens actually. Things like that happen quite often in the pulling world, and people don't get to hear those backstories. So yeah, that's cool. You guys didn't get much sleep. I as a puller too, you know, I have experience as a puller, and I pulled some all-nighters.
Yeah, this was one of them.
Ready. So yeah,
Megan,
go ahead.
Megan, why don't you tell them? No, tell them about what you did with Dad's oil pan.
Oh, well, Dad had me take it off, and I had to clean all of the silicone off, and I was black by the time I was done. So.
She was covered, but
yeah,
don't sleep on Megan. She'll work on them. She's not afraid to get dirty.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've woken up underneath my truck before in the middle of the night trying to get it ready for a pull the next day. So yeah, I know what that's all about.
Oh, it was.
Jason probably knows a little bit about that too. Pulling all-nighters and going to an event. He's not listening to us. But
no, we slid it back together and rolled the engine back to put it back together, and we didn't even know if it'd run, and we checked the oil filter, and then changed the oil in my engine, and then started it and drove it in the trailer with no oil in the rear end, which wasn't 200 feet. So, but we just wanted to see if that transmission was actually going to move it. And then we actually took all the oil in 5-gallon buckets to put in up at Spencer because we didn't have time to let the silicone dry before we put it in. But
you guys, both your tractors, and we've talked about this before, how they hook. When you guys come out of the hole, you sky the front end on these tractors, and that's just the way they hook. I mean, we've talked about that. Yeah. Megan, when you pulled, did the first time or the second time, even the third time, was it weighted to where the front end would come up like that, or did Dad throw another weight on the front end to kind of help you out on that?
They got the nose heavy, but it still came up. So
you did it.
We've never really
learned to use the brakes.
Yeah, Megan, even Dad, when he started me, he weighted his down, but we've gained a lot of power since then. But Megan, she's just kind of got thrown on there, and they went to the sky the first time with her, so she had to be ready.
Good deal. Lauren Paulson put a comment on there, said great family, really tough on the track. And of course, all your competitors know that. And Megan, yeah, I've seen you pull. You don't look like you're scared of it too much at all. So you're doing a really good job. So it's going to be great to see you on the track some more next summer, mixing it up in that 4-1 class. Any pulling heroes? I mean, I'm sure your dad's probably a pulling hero, but anybody else that you look up to in the pulling world, Megan?
I would say Lauren Paulson. He's always ready to go.
You're just sucking up, Megan, because he just gave you a compliment.
Lauren.
Yeah, we really enjoyed pulling the Paulsons. I'm very glad they're in our class. And, yeah, they're a lot of fun. Who else, Megan?
Oh, I don't know.
Mark Wiggins, maybe. Yeah, Steve Bailey.
Yeah. Yaricks.
Yeah.
All John Deere guys. What's going on here? I hate nothing but John Deere.
We've got a pretty good selection of friends. Rod Ewing. I mean, we've made a lot of friends pulling.
Yeah, another John Deere guy.
Of course, there's international guys like Jason. Oh, there's guys like Jason. They've got red tractors. They're all right.
Good choice, Megan. Lauren Paulson.
What's going on with them tonight? They're on the news, him and Daly or something?
They're on the news? What?
I saw their Facebook page. Let me
I
find
saw that on Facebook.
What's happening there? Maybe we should.
I mean, those are big time pullers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find it here in a second. I'll
Yeah.
show it on the screen.
Enlighten us here. What's going on with the Paulsons?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure. So, there we go.
So tonight at 10 p.m. you can watch News Channel Nebraska and see Daly and Lauren. So I'm assuming they're doing a story. A father-daughter pulling team would be my guess.
Maybe. How do we get that down
Pretty
here
neat.
if we're not in Nebraska? Maybe they have a streaming channel we can watch. News Channel Nebraska.
So Nebraska-based in-state television, radio, and digital weather. Please select a region to get the latest local news and information. Where would they be?
Probably northeast.
Northeast.
Wouldn't it be?
Mm-hmm.
Brad Cotto says America's Most Wanted. That's kind of fun. So, how to watch in your area? I don't know. Watch. Oh, I think we can watch it live. Maybe. 10 p.m.
Maybe
tonight?
that would. So Lauren, throw us a
Looks
bone
like-
here. What's going on? What's happening at 10 o'clock? What's the
I think
story
this
about?
is an ad. Yeah, this is an ad. Okay. Yeah, I think we can watch this tonight at 10 o'clock. I'll put this on the Outlaw Facebook page, Ron.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They got the news going on. There's
Sure,
Lauren coming out of the Halloween movie with his orange shoes on. He head on to Iowa State Fair. Yeah, no, we're let's see here.
We're assuming it's something about pulling. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
sure.
Des comments on here and watches. She commented on it earlier when they jumped on.
yeah.
So I didn't mean to segue off of you, Megan and Tyler, but we were talking about him, so I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I'd seen
Yep.
that earlier, but I didn't know what it was about. I assumed the father-daughter pulling and everything, and they did very well this year.
You'd be a good announcer, Tyler, assuming things. That's what we do as announcers. We assume a lot. So
You guys go through so much information. I don't even know how you keep it straight.
We don't. Lori Bauer does all that.
Yep. So Megan, now I haven't kept track of your performances against Big Brother, but have you been keeping track of that?
She beats me every time.
Every time. Is that true?
Almost every time. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Almost
pretty
every-
awesome. Considering. How many times have you pulled?
What, probably
9,
six, maybe? More than, really?
I think so.
I didn't know how many had been. It's quite a few.
9.
9 times. So you ought to be getting a pretty good feel for it now, then.
Megan, you ought to explain how your Jeep helped you. Nobody's going to
Well,
understand that. But
I drive a manual Jeep, and it's really high geared, so it dies a lot. So I got to learn how to use the clutch really good, and I don't know. Everybody who gets
I'm
in it
not
kills
even-
it. So
I'm not even
That'd
kidding
be-
you. It's a
yeah.
Jeep, like a 20, is it a 12?
2011.
2012, Megan? 2011, but
11.
it's a Jeep Wrangler with a 6-speed, and it's so high geared, it's insane. I can't even, I don't know what gear ratio it is, but it is high. But she's never had trouble with holding the clutch, she's better coming out of the hole on the clutch than I am. And I think that's why.
Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, Kevin Davis said channel 35 on Dish. News Channel Nebraska's Facebook page tonight after 10.
We're gonna find that, Ron, and we'll share that around.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish somebody tell us what it's about. Is it about pulling?
It's got to be.
We're assuming.
I mean, what else?
Assuming
What else is
again.
there?
Yeah.
It's not about mortgages. I know that. So
What else would you do after 10 o'clock?
right.
So the third tractor is out, is what you're saying. You mentioned that
tractor.
earlier.
Well, we went to that whole toter home and everything just so we could get 2 tractors and a gator in one trailer. So I think 3 tractors might it'll cost way too much. It's a stupid price now. And then where would we put it?
Yeah, there's
I
not
guess we
much
could-
out there that's not stupid priced right now.
Yeah.
Everything is insane.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get a joint deal with Yarix.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Put it
There
in
she's
with
thinking.
Yarix. Oh, good grief, Megan.
Don't they have 3 pro stocks?
They do, so
They
they
have-
should have.
yeah.
Yeah, look, Lauren says 3 will fit. The Yarks have 3, so they have 2 in one trailer, 1 in the other, and it's a lot of empty space in there, so that would work.
Yeah.
That would work.
Megan just needs to get after it and get some money put together. There she goes. I'll sell her mine.
And then you would what? Upgrade at that point?
Oh, I don't know. That probably wouldn't be the smart thing to do, but
You're already pulling, Tyler. It's
Yeah.
too late.
You're already in
I
there.
know,
It's
yeah.
too late.
that's one thing. It'd be hard to quit now. I remember when we started, and Megan knows what I'm talking about. I keep talking, but Megan just doesn't. She's not talkative. But Megan, do you remember when we started what Dad said about not really about spending money, but we just were going to kind of be middle of the pack and just have fun?
Mhm.
Remember how long it took that to get thrown out the window?
Yeah.
So that was in the
Yeah.
beginning, right?
That was like the
that's
very
that's
first,
always cute. We all say
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
we all say that.
We got that first tractor that looked terrible, but it was what it was. And Doug Roberts said, "Well, we'll just build the chromoly chassis and change the sheet metal and everything, and just kind of run the same engine." And that worked for about a year, and then we changed literally everything, and we've changed everything about every year since. So we changed stuff a lot.
Yeah, that whole spiel about running in the middle of the pack, he just said that when your mom was around. See,
Yeah,
so this,
yeah,
we're just going to be happy to go out and pull and and just have fun.
Yeah.
I just want to be part. I just want to be around everybody and all my friends.
Yeah. just be there. But Megan, what do you should have brought Mom out, but what do you think Mom has? What does Mom think about pulling?
She really enjoys it.
Yeah.
What?
She likes going and seeing everybody.
I told my roommate that today is if you'd met our mom, the first thing you would think is there's no way that this woman likes tractor pulling. But Megan, can you even think of a time when she complained about going?
No. I think her and Dad's first date was to a tractor pull. So
Yep.
Is that true? Is that true?
As far as we know.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's
You
awesome.
would not, yeah, you would not think that if you had met my mom or our mom, but yeah. But you'd had to think that if she wasn't kind of a certain type of woman, then that would have been a major red flag when he asked her that question, wouldn't it?
I would think so. I don't think
Yeah.
I've met your mom actually.
Probably not.
I don't think I've met her. So does she get excited when you guys pull?
Yeah.
She got the video, the phone out, video, and
Mm-hmm. She loves to take pictures and video, and she freaks out more than we do.
she
So,
gets super shaky and nervous. And
Mm.
so
Well,
Megan,
you're
have
her
you ever
baby.
taken a
You're her
wild
baby.
ride? Have you ever
What's that?
taken a wild ride, Megan, down the track where it was looked a little bit sketchy and bounced you around a little bit and anything like that?
that's the first time I drove, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Mom was really nervous then.
Yeah.
Actually, Mom was fine. I was. It was my tractor that time.
You weren't worried about your sister. You was worried about your tractor, worried she was going to break.
I was, well, I was kind of freaked out because Megan, why don't just explain how that pass went? Just start from the beginning of when you drove out there and you couldn't turn the front wheels because we don't have power steering.
Yeah. So I drove out there. I was already super nervous. So I didn't get it straight on the track or anything. So Dad got up there and helped me steer it, got it in reverse, and then it got hooked up. I pulled forward and I was actually ready to go. So I went, and about, I don't know, maybe 50 foot, I just slid out of it completely. And then I hammered it again. Like it hit the ground, kind of stopped moving, and then I hammered it again, and we went, and then like straight at Tyler, and he took off running. So
Yep. Yes, I did. I about got run over by my own pulling tractor.
So, where was your last pull at this year? Did you pull in competition this year? I can't remember if you pulled in with the Outlaws in competition.
Mine would have been Warrensburg.
Warrensburg?
But the tractor went
there were some problems with it.
So.
How about before that?
Wisner? Was it
Wisner?
Wisner?
It would have been Wisner.
You pulling Wisner?
Yeah. You pulled Saturday night.
Can we pull that up, Jason? Saturday
I know
night
a guy.
at Wisner. You know a guy? He's on it. So what are your plans after high school, Megan?
I'm going to go to K-State.
K-State, huh? Wildcats. Yeah. What are you going to take at K-State?
I was thinking about veterinary, but I'm not sure. That's a lot of school. So either animal science or like agronomy, something like that.
Okay. I figured for some reason I thought something about veterinarian school or something there for some reason. I was maybe we had talked about that before or something. But what was your favorite pull that you go to, whether you were driving or just being a spectator and watching Dad and brother pull? Your favorite pull?
That's a hard one. I really like Mountain City, hometown pull.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of people there, and I don't know. Tyler's tractor's always broke there, but
yeah, it's not a fun one for me.
We didn't break this year.
Mine did. We missed Springfield with it. Here's you a fun backstory. So Gibbon, Nebraska, me and Uncle Doug and Megan went. I drove the toter home up there. We pulled, did terrible, and then we drove all night, got home, slept in the toter home. I slept in one of the semis because my mom left the door locked on the house. And anyway, we worked on my tractor. Or was that? When was that, Megan? Anyway, before Mound City at Springfield, my tractor was way out of time and it was messed up from Gibbon. So we pulled my turbo off because Dad's turbo was failing fast. So I drove Dad's tractor at Springfield, and we didn't have the turbo cocked quite right and cut a hole in the crossover tube from the turbo. So that day, the morning of Mound City, me and my uncle worked all day on my tractor, taking the front end and all the timing pieces apart and trying to get it back in time. But it was it messed enough up that we couldn't fix it. So we scrapped that tractor and left the turbo on Dad's tractor. And we took the crossover tube off, patched the hole, and then took it down to the fairgrounds at Mound City, which is only like 5 minutes from our house. But we had to work a lot just to get them. I mean, we tried to get mine there, but it did not make it. So, but to get the result that we got out of it, it was very exciting.
If I remember right, your dad did pretty well there at Mound City.
Yeah, he won.
He won.
I don't know how.
He won.
Yeah, he had an awesome hook.
That was my only Outlaw pull I made it to with my tractor all summer. So.
We were glad to have you there. It was very exciting.
It was a blast.
Pulled in.
Yeah, you guys.
It was a blast.
A good crowd there for a Sunday night.
I know. blows my mind, and it'll always surprise me how excited a group of people from Mound City and around will get when Dad pulls at Mound City, especially when he does the way that he has been doing. But very, very fortunate.
The hometown crowd, and yeah, he did. He had an awesome pull there this year.
Megan, were you early in the class at Wisner or later in the class? Do you remember?
You were
In the
early
middle,
because
I
you were
think.
before me. Yeah, you were earlier than me, I think.
Where did you end up?
I think Jamie Yonke was after me, maybe.
Now, Jamie Yonke, are you friends with the other young guns, the other gals that pull in your class?
Mhm.
So you guys hang out at the pools and stuff when your class isn't going?
Most of the time.
Okay. I'm looking at the results from Saturday night at Wisner here, so we can. You remember where you finished?
It was down quite a ways.
Yeah. We didn't do very
We
good.
didn't have a very good. We just didn't do very good this year. We fought, especially that tractor. We fought it extremely hard all year.
13th out of 23. That's still not too bad. To be honest with you, I mean, there's some pretty big tractors that finished behind you.
Good. So. Our class, and Jason knows, and you know from watching, it's just everywhere you go in our class, there's the best tractors in the class. I mean, the 4-1 class I think it has to be the most competitive class in pulling right now because everyone is tough. I mean, you don't look at anybody.
You don't ever think you got it licked if you ever get in the lead.
No.
So.
No, there's not one tractor that's, I mean, not capable of winning at any time, and they prove it every time.
Well, just to provide some perspective here, when you said she finished way down in the results, I mean 13th out of 23. A couple spots below her was the Iowa State Fair winner Jesse Geiza. Some guy named Nick Michael with a tractor called Snuffy. The Novox and the Bounty Hunter. Former points champion Joe Moriando. I mean,
she beat some pretty good ones.
There's some pretty good tractors. So 13th is not a terrible finish at Wisner when you've got 23 of the toughest 4-1s around pulling against you.
Yeah.
So,
Megan, you're just so talkative.
Megan, do your friends like tractor pulling?
No.
No?
Not really. No.
There we go.
A Wednesday night. That tractor has seen the winner's circle this summer, just not with Molly or Barry driving it. They had driver Mike Golda on there in Britt, Iowa on a Wednesday night. They sent the tractor with Mike. Said, we got to work. We can't go. Take it. Mike took it and won the class there in Britt on a Wednesday night last month. So the tractor has seen the winner's circle, but unfortunately, Molly or Barry haven't been there with the tractor when it won. So she's getting close. She's got one coming.
Oh, yeah. She's going to get there this year.
Brett Paddock, the Dig and Deep deer out of Mound City, Kansas.
That was one of those driver changes. I didn't get the memo. Maybe I seen Brent down there eventually.
All right, Megan. Brent's daughter, Megan, is driving the tractor. I believe she's 16 years old.
This is what it's all about.
16 or 17.
She's a young one. We'll stick
Yep, she's a young one. A lot of young gals driving these tractors out here. A lot of young guns.
So what's going on right now, Megan? Tell us what's going on.
Tractor sits in the number 3 spot in the points race.
Oh, I'm just thinking. I guess.
Former points champion tractor right here. Out of the Sunflower State, Mound City, Kansas, Megan Paddock, the Digging Deep Deer.
Yeah, I would think she knows what she's doing there, Tyler. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, she knows how to drive.
Over on the light limited pro stock side.
Nothing
Mr.
wrong with that at
Roger
all.
Ruiz. One mean farmer won it last night, currently sitting in the lead in points. When the red lights come on, he's got it on.
Those tractors, when you guys go down the track, the photographers love you guys. I mean, those wheelies are great for the cameras.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they get some pretty good pictures of our tractors. I appreciate all the photographers. They do a great job. But
Usually the best pictures are the worst hook, Tyler, though. But when they get way high in the air, it's, it looks so cool. Yeah, I got last, but it got a good picture.
Yeah. I had one. We went to Harrisonville, Missouri, and it was I can't remember who took the picture, but I could see everything on the bottom side of my oil pan. I could clearly see the bolts on the bottom of the oil pan, and I've never seen that before on a picture of a pulling tractor like that. But I mean, it was high. We very much misjudged that one.
Yeah, the wheelies are great for photos, and so are the explosions and the fire too. So yeah, usually the really good pics are there you go. I was going to mention that.
You guys from Cowtown is like, dang, Gina.
Yeah.
And Roos was there to nail it, so that's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just think if he was shorter, he could have got him even more underneath that tractor. But he's like 6'9".
Yeah. Oh, I know. But yeah, one thing about that picture, and I said it the last time you had me on here. Do you see where the tires are pointed? How they're not straight?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just thought that's what you guys do. So.
Oh, Megan, do you want to pick at Dad since I got to last time?
I don't know if I don't know. Maybe it's just instinct, but he cranks his wheels every time he goes up in the air. It's just, Mom keeps telling him we need to put tape on the steering wheel so he knows where center is. But
you just take the power steering away. That way you can do it all you want. And they don't move.
Yeah, we don't have power steering. Megan, she could talk about that, but Desiree Paulson, she wanted me to say, she sent me a video after, I think that was actually Macon, Missouri.
Macon,
but yeah, she sent me the live stream video from the Outlaw pulling.tv. And when I pulled there, I had a grasshopper right next to my stack on my hood. And you can kind of see me notice it when I'm sitting on the line. And I kind of did a little double take. So the whole time I was bringing the RPM up on the line, I was watching my tack, but I was looking at the grasshopper, and I was like, surely he's going to jump. And he didn't get scared, and that grasshopper rode with me all the way past the leader flag, and we ended up getting second. So that little grasshopper, he was pretty stout.
Tyler, have you ever seen Karate Kid?
No, I haven't.
Mr. Miyagi calls his students grasshoppers.
Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Oh, little grasshopper. So I think we can get a T-shirt for there. You know, we've been trying to nickname everybody. We got the Meyer Mafia, or no, what is it? Ulmer Mafia.
The Medding Militia.
Medding Militia. I feel like we have one more too.
Yeah, I think we've got several. We just never write that stuff down. So
yeah. New tractor. The third tractor will be Grasshopper. So
yeah, the Grasshopper. There you go. But I couldn't believe that thing stayed on there, and she was so excited. She sent me that video, and I couldn't see it. And I zoomed in, and you can see him on the hood. He stayed there. No kidding. Yeah,
that's awesome.
He's brave.
That's awesome. So Well, Tyler, we may have asked you before, but where's your favorite place to pull?
Probably Mound City. I mean, I've pulled there twice and had the terrible issues with the brakes on Dad's tractor the first time, and then change out all the deer homes for grasshopper. Yeah. But then the second time I had major engine problems, so I've actually never had a good pass at our hometown pull. But other than that, probably Whitewright, Texas.
Whitewright, good deal.
Which we're not down there anymore, which that sucks. But we have family in Whitewright, and they're very close to Whitewright. We don't get to see them that often. They love tractor pulling.
They had a massive crowd down there this year. I don't know if you saw any of the video from that, but wow, they had a huge crowd. So you never know; they might have you back in 2022. It's hard.
Yeah, we'd love to go. We like. We really enjoy going to pulls that have the pro stocks with us, and that way we get to go with Yarix and Kyle Karsten, and Yarix and Kyle Karsten. They only Yarix live 20 minutes from us, and Kyle lives about 20 minutes from us. So we're really close to them.
Yeah, Kyle Karsten, I kind of joke around when I've got the mic and say he's a reformed 4-wheel drive truck puller.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy Kyle because, well, Megan, she's around all the time, but I kind of, once we pull and we're done, I kind of just wander off and I go talk to other people like Kyle or like Mark Wiggins in the 85 Limited Pro Class. But I really have enjoyed hanging around Kyle because he kind of thinks about everything like a truck puller still. He wanted to use his the little pokey stick and poke the track, and he walks the track different, and he's you can pick up a lot if you watch other people like that.
Yeah. Now, Megan, your brother was talking about changing turbos and stuff a little bit ago. Is that something that we'll eventually see you doing out there? Is wrenching on these tractors and changing turbos and things like that?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, your brother's shaking his head. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Well, Megan, tell him what you do. You always, if you're not driving, you're the video girl, and you always help me put fuel in mine because we made it so difficult that it takes two people. But you help me with everything, and anytime that I have little things that I'm doing on mine.
When I blow the transmission up, I have to clean it out. So.
Yeah,
just things like that.
Has that actually happened then? You've broken the transmission before?
Oh yeah, that
was last year at Nevada.
Yeah. Megan is not scared of a pulling tractor at all. She drove mine and had a little bit of a shake up, and then transmission blew up on her last year.
Dad's, yeah.
On Dad's, yeah. And then, where was it, Megan, that it was Wisner where it wouldn't go in gear because the flywheel was, what was it? Flywheel.
Yes, it was completely off. When we took it apart.
Yeah, because it was when we slid the engine forward, or when Dad did, the clutch stayed in the bell housing. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So crazy. You've driven both tractors. Any difference between the two, and how they run, how they drive?
Oh, I don't know. Tyler's is different. I drove his the very first time, and I haven't drove his since. I've only drove Dad's, so I don't know. I think I was too nervous to even tell.
Which one has more power, Megan?
I would say Dad's.
Yeah, that's what she thinks right now, but it's supposed to. It hasn't this year, but
yeah.
On a typical year, Dad's is always going to run better. His is a better engine. And he pays all the bills.
Right.
He makes a little bit more money than I do.
Yeah.
But
well, Megan, I'm glad you're going to get to drive some more next summer. And speaking of your dad, where's he at? Is he right there close?
Is he still at the Fair Board meeting?
He's at a fair board meeting.
At the fair board meeting? Okay. I was going to have him get in
Yeah.
the shot with you there so we could chat with him just a little bit. But
we'd love to get him to talk. But
yeah. So Megan, do you have any advice for any other young guns, any other young girls that want to get to pulling? They're 14, 15 years old right now and they're chomping at the bit. Any advice?
Just don't be scared.
Don't be
That's what I'd
scared.
say. You
All
can
right.
always try it once, and if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. So.
All right. So we're assuming that you like pulling then. So because you keep jumping back in the seat.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Jason, do you have any more questions for Megan Paddock here?
Just be nice to me next year, Megan, when I show up, okay?
All right.
He's meaning take it easy on him when he's competing against you.
Yeah, no, you don't have to just take it easy on the tractors. I just watch you drive at Wisner. You know what you're doing. So Cody Vanderholm from Vanderholm Media just sent me a cool photo.
Yes. I actually I messaged him last night at like 10:30 and I saw that picture and I knew I had to have it because I didn't even know or remember parking them like that, but up at Wisner, and it's a beautiful picture. I sent that to Cody Yarrick because I hadn't seen it, and he said that's a wall hanger.
Yeah, even for John Deere's, that looks pretty damn good.
Hey, it's that green paint, nice and shiny.
A lot of green in that picture, leaves and tractors and side by sides. But yeah, that's a pretty nice little picture there.
Yeah, it is.
No, you guys have beautiful machinery and you're nice people. So
thank you. We try our best, but we really appreciated you coming to Mound City, and we had a great time.
No, it was fun. Small town. Dad and I took our little Ranger up to the Dollar General, I think, and just to get some ice and whatever, water probably. And the lady goes, I go, what's going on? I always do this when I go into these small towns. Hey, what's going on tonight? Because I want to see if the locals know. Oh, I think there's some like tractor pull thingy down at the fairgrounds. I go, oh, cool. I'm going to go to that.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. So I said, you probably went to the demo derby. Oh, I love the demo derby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's Lynn County. You give them a demo derby. Oh, man.
Oh, you'll see people you haven't seen in 32 years. They'll come out for the demo derby.
Oh, yeah. See, you know how it goes. Demo derby, that's the money maker, man.
Yeah, it's what pays for the tractor pull in Richland Center. We know how it goes.
Yeah.
So.
Yes,
I see Ken Summers chiming in there.
Yep.
Ken, are you out in the field? What are you doing?
Yeah, I actually just saw Sydney. She normally parks her truck here at our house. She came and she peeked under our little blind and smiled weird and scared the heck out of me. And then she knocked on a door and opened it, and she said, "It's going to hail. I'm going to go park my truck in a parking garage." And me and my roommate just kind of looked at each other and we're like, "We got insurance. It's okay." She was freaking out.
Putting the rear in the couch. She must be done working in the field. I tried to call you a couple times today there, Summers. You never
probably raining. We've been wet the last couple of days in Wisconsin. So
yeah, it's actually it rained about a week ago, and then or it rained a few days ago, and then yesterday I went and looked at a silage truck for my dad, and he said that we had 3/4 of an inch, but it's been raining here. So I don't know,
Logan,
Megan,
storming here.
Yeah, Logan. I got my dog with me at the office, guys. So.
All right, guys.
Inches.
Well,
wow.
Wow. 4 inches. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we haven't had that here. Has it rained at all at home, Megan?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to. But
Schultz, what are you saying?
Trying to get my dog to be quiet. So.
I was just curious what you were saying to him. It looked like you were having a conversation with him.
It was neat things. Like I love you and you're cute. And
yeah.
Shut up.
All that stuff you don't want to say on the camera, right?
Right.
So who's going to finish ahead in the points next season?
Probably Megan.
Don't jinx
Tyler,
it.
you're so positive, Tyler.
Oh man, I thought I had Daly in the bag. But to be fair, Arlington, Nebraska, they parked next to us, and I told Daly, I said, this is going to be a dogfight to the end, and you're going to make it that way, aren't you? And she said, well, I'm going to try. And she did, and she won. So I can't beat them. The girls, they're too tough.
You were ahead going into Spencer, come out, or ahead of Daly anyway, in the number 2 spot, and you came out number 3.
Yeah.
So.
I've got 2 years in 2019 and 2021, but couldn't catch Gary all year, couldn't catch Daly all year, but that was the story of this year. Couldn't catch them.
Well, there's always 2022, buddy.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. But
so,
it was a great year. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
That picture is absolutely awesome.
It is. I've never seen anybody. I mean, it's a great picture. I mean, I don't even know. He must have just been walking by, and he must have caught it just perfect. I mean, the sun on the front of the gator and everything.
Yeah, the colors,
leaves and colors.
He takes that stuff super serious. So.
It's a good picture. He's got good.
Van Gelder's tractor on the end there.
Yes, it is.
I see the
farmer.
I see the ore of the full bore.
Yep.
We can edit that out of there for you.
It's all right. It can stay. It's a pretty good tractor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's got one of those names that announcers like to announce that name. Joel Van Gelder. It's kind of.
Yeah.
Cody says, I wanted to go on a walkabout for a reason in Wisner. Everybody talks about Wisner and the trees and the parking and the shade, and it's so cool. So
well, I'm glad he did. He captured some pretty good pictures.
Yes, he did.
Well, guys, appreciate you coming on tonight, Megan. Appreciate it. You're one of our young guns now. Hope to see you in the seat a lot more next summer.
Hope she's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ron, if you'd have been thinking, we would have got T-shirts made for this. Young Guns.
Yeah, I think that's actually in the works, my friend.
I think it is. I think they're working on it.
I think Mr. Nelson is working on that.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get that memo. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Just an oversight, slight oversight.
I don't.
I probably wouldn't have read the memo anyway.
Does anybody know about why Summers talk about Ricky Bobby so much in Talladega Nights? I love that movie, but I'm never gonna understand where that came from.
I don't know.
Sydney says it all the time. I'd never really heard Kim say anything about it, but Sydney says that all the time. What
I'm going to message him. They got such crappy internet at their house, but I'll send him a Facebook message and see if he wants to jump on. You have to
I can't believe that Megan. Do what?
You have to sit at their kitchen table and not move. So
that's how. I can't believe that Megan's still here. She's out in the shop where there's better internet. I talked to her before when you sent me that link for her to get on, and I said go to the shop because if you don't, it's just not going to work in the house. But I've got good internet, but I'm 2 blocks from K-State's campus. So
Summers, if you're watching, I just sent you the link. We want you to jump on quick and explain to us what you mean. It's been bugging Tyler his whole life. Why you always talk about Ricky Bobby?
The fascination with Ricky Bobby.
I've never understood that. I don't know if it's just the first or last thing or if it's just something they say.
Is he jumping on there? Come on, Summers.
I bet he'll jump on there.
Might know a guy that sells
cell
phone boosters for the house or shop. Is that what Cody does? I thought Cody worked for Ag Leader or whatever.
Maybe they make one too. It's hard to tell what them places make.
Yeah, I could use one of those from time to time, I tell you.
Yeah, this summer, Stone, you could have.
Do you sleep in the Outlaw, what used to be the souvenir trailer? I mean, is that where you stay?
I do, or the truck, yeah.
Do you have a living quarters in there?
There's a shower in there and a sink and a bed. Yeah.
That's all you need for pulling, Tyler. You know that.
Yeah. You're all set up. You're good to go.
Well, we've got a toter home now, so
Yeah. Did you
we got
get
the toter home and the trailer? So yeah,
did they
good
replace?
to go.
Does it replace the Volvo truck or the
Yep, we
Is
replaced
that
the Volvo at Spencer. We hooked the old Volvo up to the big screen and hooked that K-Whopper toter home
to
to the old souvenir trailer, and I drove it back from Spencer. So I'll be jumping in it tomorrow and heading for Lufkin, Texas.
Yeah, I wish we were down there. It'd be pretty neat.
Let's talk about Lufkin for a little bit while we have Tyler and Megan on. See if Summers jumps on. I know we wanted to go over that time. We talked about Paulson's deal. They're going to be on ABC News Nebraska, I believe, at 10 p.m. tonight or something. So.
Yeah, Lufkin, Texas, Friday. A couple of different start times now, starting at 6 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. Friday.
Ron, did you put something on the Outlaw page today?
I did.
I'm gonna go grab that while you're yakking.
I just put the updated start times on there and schedules for everything that's going on there, which there's a lot going on. Friday night at 6 p.m., the Outlaws take to the track, modified tractors, pro stock four-wheel drive pickups, super modified two-wheel drives, and then the 3.0 diesel pickups, and then 3 classes of semi trucks, which is being run locally there by the promoters. And there are some big names, I guess, coming out for that. So last I heard, there was 15 to 20 trucks. So Summer says his internet is not working.
Yep, I can believe it.
Then Saturday, the time has changed to 1 p.m. For the tractor pull. You see it there on that schedule. Because there are diesel drags going on. There's a semi-truck show going on. And then Saturday night, there's a concert going on. It starts at 9 p.m. May last till around midnight. So went to it last year. Huge show. Semis everywhere. People everywhere. Great time. So if you're in the area there around Lufkin, Texas, just north of Houston, I think about an hour or so north of Houston, just south of Nacogdoches, Texas, for a great cause, Mission 22, to curb and eventually prevent veteran suicide. So a great cause. All the proceeds go to that, and one heck of a show. So pullers are hearing about it. A lot of the pullers that are going are actually going simply because they heard what it was for, what it was benefiting, and they wanted to go be a part of that. So, yeah, we lose 20 veterans a day to suicide. So unacceptable. So I think Josh is probably watching. Josh Birch and Ronnie Kelly, the 2 promoters that put that on, great guys. They put a lot on the line, put a lot of their own money out there, and to make this show go, and they appreciate all the sponsors as we do as well, for helping put the show on, and looking forward to it. Friday night at 6 and Saturday at 1 this weekend.
Ron, if you have decent cell phone service down there, do some lives on Beer Money and the Outlaw page, please.
Sure. Because I will be announcing, but yep, if I'll try to get some stuff on video and even some of the diesel drags. I mean, we'll put some of that stuff on there. Some of those semis just look like really super nice road tractors, and they're running 11-second quarter miles, which is insane. So yeah, there's a lot to see down there. So I'll try to get some video for you.
Yeah, no, it's fun to watch all that. And what I like about the big events like this, Ron, is you expose a different fan to the sport of pulling. Like you have some people that went there for the drag races, but they saw how neat pulling is. Same thing they do out there at Wagler's Motorsport Park in Indiana. That same idea. A lot of cross promoting. I enjoy that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. It's a long trip down there, but it'll be well worth it. Had a great time last year. So. Well, guys, we won't keep you any longer.
Megan, thank you. Tyler, thank you.
Digging deep deer out of Mound City, Kansas.
Wish you guys luck next season.
Thank you.
And
we'll always take it because we seem to need it.
Any changes being made to tractors here while we got just a couple seconds here for in the off season?
Oh, Megan, you got any big changes you're planning? Oh, I'm sure we'll do the regular, and we'll tear them apart and see if there's any parts out there in the world that we can possibly get our hands on to make more power. And then up at the Outlaw Rules Banquet, we've got a rule change that we've got to talk about that actually me and Dad proposed. We'll talk about that and then see what happens there. And other than that, do whatever we can to get them ready for next year. Hopefully be Cowtown in March.
Yep, looking forward to that as well. So getting a lot of calls on that already.
Really?
Yep, getting a lot of calls. So
it won't
guys,
be long.
Megan, Tyler, appreciate you guys coming on. Look forward to seeing you guys at the banquet here next month.
Yep, we'll see you there. We appreciate you having us too.
Thanks for coming on, Megan. Tyler,
yeah.
Thanks,
Pat.
Megan.
See ya.
Yep, have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Well, Ron, let's wrap her up and I'll play some video. So
yes, sir.
I want to make sure we talked about Lufkin, talked about the banquet a little bit. That's about a month away now. Yeah, today's the 12th.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. Geez. Yep. Yeah. Lufkin, invite everybody out. If you're in Texas, if you're anywhere and you don't have anything going on this weekend, great show down there. Great people, great facility. Can't say enough about it for the charity that all the proceeds are going to. So hope to see a lot of friends and meet some new friends down there this year, and had a great time last year, and looking forward to having a great time again this year at Lufkin, Texas, this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, my buddy is going to be in Laredo. He just got deployed. He's the chief warrant officer, and he's down there for a year helping do border patrol. So.
Oh, geez.
But that's only 7 hours from Lufkin, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So
Texas is a big state. Yeah.
It's a country, is what it is.
So, all right, buddy. Well, thanks.
Till next week, right?
Yep, till next week, and we'll be transitioning here pretty soon.
Yep. Into the Legends.
To Legends. So
I like it. Well, I appreciate you doing this every Tuesday night, Ron. You have a good night, sir.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
Stick around, everybody. I'm going to show some videos for a few minutes from Wisner, Nebraska, Saturday night.
Okay.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Jason.
See you, bud.
Champion tractor right here. Out of the Sunflower State, Mound City, Kansas, Megan Paddock, the Digging Deep Deer.
Over on the light limited pro stock side, Mr. Roger Rui, one mean farmer, won it last night, currently sitting in the lead in points. When the red lights come on, he's got it on kill. Let's see what he can do here this season. Roger Rui, the one mean farmer. Oh, looky there, fans.
Paddock, Megan Paddock, the Digging Deep Deer, moves into the number 5 spot at 323.7.
We told you when the red lights come on the one mean farmer, he had it on kill. Roger Rui goes 339 and 33. New leader right there in the light limited pro stock division. Make some noise for Mr. Roger Rui.
current points leader in the class. Coming out onto the track here, backing up to the Ironman sled. This tractor been on a roll all season long. Gary Barrett out of Ravenna, Nebraska. Tractor's called High Stakes Horsepower. The leader right now is Connie Mullenix, the Gopher International, sitting out front at 333.71. Gary Barrett, High Stakes Horsepower. Oh, he was coming after. Not sure he got there, Josh. I think he might be a little bit short here.
It's going to be close, that's for sure.
Had to beat 333.71. He goes 331.10. Puts him in the number 2 spot.
Over here on the light limited pro stop. Coming to us out of Hopkins, Nebraska. The man wasn't here last night. This is Brent Roberts, tractor he calls Bent. See what the Bent John Deere's got for him here this evening. Roger Rui just laid down a killer pass at 339 and 33. John Deere people get behind him. I bet you if that Bent machine could go back and do it again, he'd put 100 pounds on the front of that thing. It brought the wheels up early and held them high most of the way down the track. Going to mark the Brent at 3, Bent at 313 and 68, 313, 68 for the Bent John Deere of Brent Roberts out of Hopkins, Missouri.
All right, the next tractor coming out here from the same town as the leader of the class right now, Unionville, Missouri. This is Nick Michael. McCormick tractor called Snuffy. Do we have any McCormick tractor fans here? Hey, I heard a couple people out there. Pretty tough runner right here. Definitely has the ingredients under the hood of that McCormick sheet metal to get the job done. Fellow Unionville resident Connie Mullenix, the Gopher, in the top spot. Rolls the slack out of the chain. Green lights on the sled means the sled's in gear, ready to go. Green on the track means Nick Michael is cleared for takeoff. Snuffy out of Unionville, Missouri.
Over on the light limited pro side, we got the green light. This is Denny Grody, the Crazy 8 out of Dunlap, Iowa. Went number 3 last night, looking to see what he can do here this evening.
Nick Michael and Snuffy goes 321.93.
That crazy 8 machine over there going to burn it in at 3:29 and 51. 3:29 and 51 for Denny Brody, the crazy 8 out of Dunlap, Iowa.
Now, just a few tractors back here, I introduced Megan Paddock from Mound City, Kansas, driving her dad's tractor, the Digging Deep Deer. Megan's brother coming up next, Tyler Paddock, also of Mound City, Kansas, 20-year-old young man. Pretty good limited pro stock tractor driver as well. He's currently sits fourth overall in the point standings. These Paddock tractors, both of them, the one Tyler's driving, the Digging Deep Deer, both those tractors, they like to pull the front ends up high. It's just the way they run. They pull the front ends high in the air and manage to get it done.
Well, Ron, you know they like to pull these wheelies on these digging machines here out of Mound City. You reckon they keep the undercarriage of them clean with super clean to make it a nice shiny tractor under there?
Oh my goodness, what a segue there. What a segue. Super Clean, one of our sponsors of the Outlaws. Super fast, super clean. Check them out at superclean.com. So International in the lead right now in Limited Pro. John Deere going to take a shot at Connie Mullenix. Pretty good speed. He's close to that Case IH leader flag.
Oh, we're on the light limited pro stock side. Coming out of Ravenna, Nebraska. This is the dark horse of Brad Zink at the controls. Seen the tractor last night with Dan Christensen in the seat. Do 290 and 46. Let's see what Brad can do with that dark horse. Oh, the track jumped up and grabbed a hold of him. Maybe a little bit too tall of a gear right there on the dark horse machine. Not able to keep churning and burning when it got down and the sled got heavy. Going to mark it 299 and 19. Watch there on the replay on the dark horse. He had her up in the air. Front end a little light, and it gets down there close to the end, and he just said, I'm done right here. Just got underneath the turbo, wasn't able to keep the power going through it. Pulled him down, and that was all she wrote. An improvement on the distance of last night, still not nowhere near the pass they were looking for here this evening.
Tyler Paddock and in too deep. Had to go past 333.71 to take the lead. He goes 332.87. Puts him in the number 2 spot, right behind Connie Mullenix and the Gopher. Unleash the power of your diesel with Air Dog heavy-duty diesel fuel systems. Available for most diesel engines. Increase power, improve fuel economy, reduce emissions, smooth the engine idle, and prolong injector life. Unleash the power with Air Dog heavy-duty diesel fuel systems, airdogdiesel.com. Jamie Yonke one of our young guns, young lady out of Pilgrim, Nebraska. International called Moving On. We're talking to Jamie on the podcast, the Outlawed podcast, Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Tune in, go to our Outlaw Pulling Facebook page or go to Beer Money Pulling Team's Facebook page. You can watch that podcast live. Interviewing Jamie Yankee. Got to beat 333.71. Moving on. Oh, she got in the chalk. Got in the chalk. Dadgummit.
The white stripe on the rear tire tells the tale. That's going to be an out of bounds right there. Over here on the light limited pro stock side, the big old orange tractor, Kyle Lasudo, the Section 8, getting lined up to see what he can do. Kyle came out last night, ran 283 and 10.
Happy birthday to Paula Beely. Paula Beely, happy birthday. That comes from your little sister. Do we have any Alice Chalmers fans here? Old D21 at the line here.
Get this track put back together right here in the middle. So we just had it out of bounds there. Go get this Section 8 Alice Chalmers running down through here for you.
We're going to bring up yet another young gun over here in the limited pro stock class. Another young lady, 18 years old, out of Buckner, Missouri, Sydney Summers, driving a John Deere called Colorblind. Now, she's driven this tractor many times, so she's got a pretty good handle on things with this John Deere. Dad started her out driving 10,500-pound hot farm tractors, hot stock tractors.
Here we go, the Section 8 on the light limited pro sled. Kyle Lasudo on the old D21 Alice Chalmers, laying it in right there. 299 and 19. No, that's not right. That's the last one. 282 and 39 for Kyle. 282 and 39. 282, 39 for the Section 8.
This is the fifth young gun just in this class alone so far. Fifth young gun. All right, Sydney Summers. Just about time to turn and burn here. .333.71. Connie Molnick's in the gopher out front right now. 20-year-old Sydney Summers out of Buckner, Missouri. Colorblind. Sydney Summers. Might have moved it another foot or two, but she was getting pretty close to that left side boundary.
She was starting to flirt with danger. She knew she better shut it down while she still had it.
She was trying a different line there. She was angling left. It's going to come up short.
You look at it there on the replay. We got the head-on shot. You can see how close that left front tire getting to that white chalk line.
Goes 320.24.
Oh, we're on the light limited side. This is Tim Dunclaw, the ground force out of Arlington, Nebraska. 4 hooks to go over here, and 2 of them were in the top 5 last night. Oh, man, that track jumped up, grabbed a hold of that one, too. Pulled that big John Deere, the ground force machine down. That is not a common occurrence for that track. Waiting on the distance here, 3:19 and 69 for the ground force. 3:19 and 69 for the ground force machine. I think it had more in it. He had the momentum, but it just jumped up and pulled him down in a hurry.
Got Gary Honeycutt, Jack out of Marshfield, Missouri. Gary Honeycutt out of Marshfield, Missouri, International 1466, called Jack. .35 feet.
Over on the light limited pro side. John Deere at the sled right now. Mark Wiggins out of Prairie City, Iowa. This is the Demon Deere. Currently number 5 in the Outlaw points. Placed number 9 here last night. Looking to better that this evening. International setting in the lead. John Deere fans, you better push for him if you want to get around him. Here we go, the Demon Deere.